Hello friends, welcome to the video tutorial on phasor diagrams. Phasor diagrams actually explains us the working or the flow of current across the particular circuit or the voltage across a particular circuit or the elements connected into that circuit. For electronic measurement and instrumentation, we deal with various bridges. In order to explain the working of those bridges, phasor diagram becomes one important part which explains how the current is flowing through each of the branch of the bridges and what is the voltage across each of the branch. In order to explain all these things, we first need to understand what are the basic concepts of phasor diagram. Let us go towards the basic concepts of phasor diagram. Ellie the ice girl. Try to remember this particular statement because this is going to help us out in drawing the phasor of current and voltage across the inductance and capacitance. In this particular statement, you will find L, where L stands for the inductor and C stands for the capacitor. Similarly, E stands for the voltage across the inductor or capacitor and I stands for the current across the inductor or capacitor. As we can see here, LE, where current is lagging behind the voltage, or you can say that voltage leads the current by 90 degree. How it is drawn, we can see in the particular figure. Let's see. This line represents the reference phase. Every time while drawing the phasor diagram, we have to take care of one thing. This particular reference line should be denoted by the current phase. Now, let us draw the current phase. This is the current across the inductance. When you are saying that this is the current across the inductance, it means that the voltage across the inductance would be leading the current by 90 degree. So obviously we are going to draw the voltage phase in the anti-clockwise direction at an angle of 90 degree. In this way. When we are saying the concept of leading, it means that we have to draw the other phase in anti-clockwise direction. Keep this in mind, we have to draw it in anti-clockwise direction. Okay, now in this way we have drawn the phasor diagram for voltage and current across the inductor. Similarly, we have to draw the phasor diagram for the current flowing across the capacitor and voltage across the capacitor. Again, we are going to take the reference line. This for inductance, we have stated that voltage leads the current by 90 degree. Again, we are going to state the reference line. Then we are going to draw the current phase across the capacitor, which would be in phase with the reference line. We'll denote it with IC. Then we are going to draw the voltage phase that is lagging the current phase. So when we are saying that voltage is lagging, it means we have to draw the voltage phase at an angle of 90 degree in the clockwise direction. When we say that the current is leading the voltage in case of capacitance, this is the voltage phase, the current is leading. So in order to draw the current, we have to draw it in anti-clockwise direction. In this way, the concept of voltage lagging and leading across the inductance and capacitance are explained. Whereas the phasor for the voltage and the current across resistor is very simple because across the resistance, both the phases are in phase. Let us see how. Before that, we have to mention that the voltage lags the current by 90 degree in case of capacitance. Now this is the phase for the resistance. This is the phase of current across the resistor, and same phase will be for the voltage across resistor. Thus for resistance, V and I both are in phase. Okay, let us now move towards the RLC series circuit where the resistance, inductance and capacitance, all the three elements are connected in series across a voltage source Vs. Also, the current flowing across all these elements is same, that is Is. Let us denote VR as the voltage across resistor, VL as the voltage across inductor and VC as the voltage across the capacitor. In this way, the current flows. Now, VR is given by I into R as per the Ohm's law. For VL, the resistance is denoted here by R. Similarly, we are denoting the inductance by J omega L. So, VL is denoted by I into J omega L. VC is given by I upon J omega C. These are the formulas for the voltages across the passive elements connected in series. And as we all know that when elements are connected in series, the same current flows through all the elements. So we will be writing down IR is equal to IL is equal to IC equals to IS, that is the source current. Now let us see how the phasor diagram can be drawn for this particular figure. This is the reference line which we have taken to draw the phasor diagram. As I have stated earlier, the reference line is used to denote the reference of the current, reference phase of the current. So we'll draw IS as the reference phase. Let us go one by one through each element. This is the reference for current across the resistance. Same is the phase for voltage across the resistance. We have drawn these two phases which are 90 degrees. Let us say for inductance. Inductance, as we have seen in the previous statement, Ellie the ice girl, ELI, where the voltage phase is leading the current phase. So this is the phase for voltage across the inductance, and this is the phase for voltage across the capacitor. We have denoted it by I j omega L and I by j omega C. Now we have to find out the resultant of this particular voltage. Now we have three voltages here. A voltage across the resistor, voltage across inductor and voltage across capacitor, which are shown by the three arrows. This becomes very difficult to draw the resultant because in order to draw the resultant, we have only two theorems known to us, that is the law of parallelogram of vector addition and triangle law. So here what we are going to do is we are either writing down one phase in terms of VL minus VC or the other phase in terms of VC minus VL, and then we'll find out the resultant of any of the phase. So VL minus VC plus VR will give us the resultant, which is nothing but Vs, which is represented by VL minus VC plus VR equals to Vs. You can also draw it the reverse way, that is VC minus VL plus VR is equal to Vs. The only difference will be this arrow, which is at the 45 degree, can be seen 45 degree tilted in the bottom. Okay, now let us deal with the RLC parallel circuit. In RLC parallel circuit, all the three components are connected in parallel. Therefore, the voltage across all the three components would be the same, whereas the current will be divided in these three components. The voltage here is denoted by Vs, which is given by Vs is equal to VR is equal to VL equals to Vc. Now let us one by one go through each of the voltages. For VR, the voltage will be IR into R. For VL, the voltage will be IL into IJ omega L, and VC will be equal to IC upon J omega C. The current flowing across the branch of the inductance is, or you can say the total current can be denoted by IR plus IL minus IC is equal to I. That means the current flowing across the branch of inductor is given by IL minus IC, whereas the current flowing across the branch of capacitor is given by IC minus IL. Okay, now let us draw the phasor diagram. In order to draw the phasor diagram, we have taken the reference line of current. This is denoted by IR. Same is the line for VR. This upward arrow can be seen later. You just concentrate currently upon the horizontal arrow. This represents IR as well as VR. Okay, now let us see that this is the phase of voltage. As we all know that the phase of voltage across resistor is same as phase of voltage across inductor. It means that this is the same phase across the of the voltage across inductor. Now when we are saying this is voltage phase, we need to draw the current phase. So current phase across the inductor will be lagging the voltage. So we have to draw a downward arrow to show the voltage across, current across the inductor. Similarly, this is the same voltage, that is VR is the same voltage flowing across the capacitor. It means that this is the phase for voltage across capacitor. Remember ICE, where current across capacitor leads the voltage across capacitor. So this arrow represents the current across the capacitor. Now we have drawn the phases for I, L and R. We have the resultant phase for voltage, but we need to draw the resultant phase for current. And like the previous diagram, we have three different arrows for three different currents. So again, using the same technique that we had used for RLC series circuit, we'll be either taking this formula, that is IR plus IL minus IC, or this formula will be drawing the phasor. So here this line represents IL minus IC. That means the current across the inductor branch is denoted by IL minus IC. The current across the capacitor branch is denoted by IC minus IL. So this will be represented by IC minus IL. Either or we can draw the phasor diagram. So we have drawn it this way. This is the resultant for the current, that is denoted by IS. Now this is how the RLC parallel circuit phasor diagram is drawn. Thank you.